Hi Stampers, I'm Meg from Loven Stamps, and I have a Dashing Deer project to share with you featuring Dashing Deer from the holiday catalog and the coordinating detailed deer framelit dies as the focal point. So this month for Stamps in the Mail Club, I'm featuring cards that move, and this one is no different. This is a stair-step card, so you have it in your envelope just like this, and then when it's sitting on the table, it actually has this fun stair-step design. So it has some really, some cool curb appeal, I guess if you want to call it. But it uses that focal point there on our deer. So this one has some fun tips and tricks for scoring. It's really not difficult. Use your Stampin' Trimmer, and I'll give you the details for that. If you have your Stamps in the Mail Club kit, it's already scored for you. So all you have to do is just go ahead and open it up and make your card. So, and I'll give you some tips for using vellum too, because this vellum circle here is a little bit tricky to work around. You have to do some special things with vellum when you're layering because you don't want your adhesive to show through. So let me give you some tips, grab your stamps, and let's get stamping. So you can set your directions aside unless you want to use them to follow along and pull out your pieces. So your cardstock will be pre-scored for you, but I wanted to show you how the scoring for this works. It's really not that hard if you know the tricks behind it. So I'm going to score this even though your Stamps in the Mail Club card will be pre-scored when you get it. So, all right, I'm going to use my Stampin' Trimmer. This is my favorite tool for this because I love that it cuts and it scores. It comes with two blades, one for scoring and one for cutting. And I always, like when I'm working with kids, I tell them that this one is the darkest color. It's actually going to cut all the way through. This one's just sort of the light color, and scoring is a little bit lighter. So this is the scoring blade, so you can remember it that way. And this is my visual cheat sheet for you. So what I like to do when I work on my cardstock, this is a regular half sheet of cardstock, so it's 5.5 by 8.5. But I like to do these three scores first, okay? And if I think about how my card's going to stand up, I know from comparing, these are the side that's going to have lots of scoring. This side's just going to have one score line down the middle. Okay, so let's look at this. I'm going to score at 1 inch, 2 inch, and 3 1/8, and then this 4 1/4 is going to go all the way across. So let's do that. With this scoring tool, Stampin' Trimmer, you can use either the top or the bottom, and I'll use the top since it fits on my video better. So I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to score at 1 inch. When you use this trimmer, make sure your cardstock is all the way flush to the top. If it's a little bit off like this, you're going to end up with crooked lines. So I've got it set to 1 inch, and I'm going to score it mostly to the center. But see how I've designed this card? It's going to get covered up if I go beyond on that 1 inch, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. All right, and then the next one is 2 inches. So I'm going to score it at 2 inches. The next one is going to be 3 1/8. So I'm going to score it at 3 1/8. And again, I've got it flush against the top here, so I know it's straight. And then 4 1/4 is going to go all the way across. So I'm scoring my card in half. Okay, so now I have these these 4 lines done. Now this one I'm going to wait to do because this one's going to show on the back if I go across too far. So what I want to do instead is use the cutting blade part, and I'm going to switch this up, and I just like to cut from the bottom because it's easier for me to see. So I'm going to line this up at 2 3/4 across because that's halfway, and you can see here I scored beyond the halfway point, but like I said, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to set this blade down right on the score line. See how I set that right on there? So I'm starting it right at 1 inch, and I'm going to score all the way up to halfway down the back, which is about 6 inches if you're counting from this direction. So, all right, then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to add this last score line. Now here is the trick for using your trimmer. If you're scoring it this direction, that number is actually 6 3/8, which is right like at the groove, so it goes well beyond, but it's right someplace in the middle. So if you like this to be exact, I actually just score by subtraction. So I'm going to switch this over, and instead of 6 3/8, it's 2 1/8. So it's 6 3/8 if you measure this way, but 2 1/8 if you measure this way. So I'm going to measure this way, set this up, and then score just to my center. And you'll actually feel the blade drop into the cut there, and so then you have your scoring all set to go. Okay, so that is how the scoring for this project works. And then the rest of it's really pretty simple to put together. This piece is a little bit bigger than you would imagine. So it's actually cut to, let me check here. 2 5/8 so that it's meant to line up flush to the center there. So I'm going to drop some snail adhesive here and line this up with a cut on the right side. And again, your Stamps the Mail Club kit will already be cut and scored for you, so you don't have to worry about that procedure that I just did. And then when you go to fold, you're going to fold this side sort of the normal way, and then you're going to zigzag from here. And if you do it backwards, you can always fix it. But basically, you're making this mountain fold, okay? So this is going to go down here, and then back up, and then down, up, whichever way you want to call it, okay? All right, fun pieces on this card. This is a vellum circle, and I am going to add the deer to it. And this order is kind of a trick for using vellum. When you, excuse me, when you use vellum, it's a little tricky because the adhesive shows through, and so you don't want your adhesive to show through the vellum on the front side of your card. So I'm going to show you how to disguise it. So I'm going to layer my pretty deer on here, and then I'm going to do this flat just to make it easy to keep in place. I'm going to position these two sprig punch pieces. These are punched with a sprig punch from the holiday catalog, which I have found myself using so much. I really love it. And you want to make sure your deer doesn't stick up above the top. But what I've done is I've positioned those ends so that they are behind the body of the deer, which means that I can go ahead and pop a Stampin' Dimensional on them and hold the sprigs on with my dimensional, but also hide those pieces behind the deer on my card. Does that make sense? So it really gives you some good layering capabilities to be able to hide that. See, because if I put them here, you'd clearly see that behind my deer. So I'm going to position my deer there to hide those. And then we have some stamped pieces to add to this card. One of them is done with the Everyday Label Punch, which is a really great shape and very handy to have. And then this other one is here. And I have my Mossy Meadow ink pad. And you get your Stampin' Spots with your Stamps the Mail Club kit unless you want to upgrade and you can get full-size pads. So I'll ink my Happiest Christmas Wishes, which fits really nicely on a G block. And go ahead and stamp that here on my strip of Very Vanilla. And you could do Whisper White with this paper, but I really like the Very Vanilla. The Very Vanilla is that I've used, or the farmhouse, the Festive Farmhouse paper that I've used is mostly vanilla on this particular color. Some of them have some white in them instead, so you could kind of mix and match that depending on what you wanted. And then again, I want to hide this with my adhesive, and it's going to stick out a little, so I'm just going to pop a Stampin' Dimensional here on the back and tuck this here under the deer's foot so that it sticks out a little bit on the front. And then for our greeting in the back, I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow again and stamp this, remembering you this season with warm thoughts and a wish for everything merry. And I kind of got it crooked, so I'm going to flip it over and try it one more time. Oh, much nicer. And then I have my Cherry Cobbler, which is a great match for this paper. And the die cut deer is die cut from the detailed deer framelits that match this stamp set. I love those. And then we have our little greeting, and I'm going to pop that on with dimensional because why not? And stick this on our big back panel here, so there's lots of nice space for it right here. And I'll pop this baby on here. Okay, so there is our finished stair step card. So closes, sorry, focus here, closes like this and goes in your regular size envelope and then just sits out nicely on the table like so as a really cool display. So you could write a little note. You could actually put an extra little paper in here if you wanted to sign, or with love from the Lovens or whatnot. Anyway, so Stamps in the Mail Club, this is the Dashing Deers kit for the month of October, and I do still have a couple of these kits left, so make sure you request one soon if you haven't yet. The stamp set is included with the kit. If you already happen to have Dashing Deer, you can substitute for something else from the catalog. And then if you want to add those detailed deer thinlits, you can do that, or you can do one of the other upgrade bonus kits that are available on my website. So let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have fun with the Stairstep card design. It's a really popular card design, probably seen them around. And I look forward to sharing more projects with you soon. Happy stamping!